Hello and welcome to Homework Lab. We are on Chapter 9, Lesson 9, and the subject is multiply fractions by whole numbers. We already started doing this on a previous lesson, so we're just going to learn something a little different about the fractions. And let's not waste time and get right to it. All right, so we just have to multiply this section, right? So 3 times 2/5. Well, let's break this down. 3 times 2/5 is basically as 2/5 plus 2/5 plus 2/5, right? That's what it means. It says 3, the 2/5 added together. That's what 3 times 2 means, right? So to do this, we can simply say, okay, hey, I can convert this into this format and just add them up. Since these are like fractions, the denominator is not gonna change, and I just have to do 2 plus 2 plus 2, which would be 6. And ta-da, that's my answer, right? Of course, this is improper fraction, and I have to convert that improper fraction into proper fraction, which would be 1 and 1 over 5, right? Because 5 goes into 6 only once, and 1 is a remainder. Another way to look at it is, as what we can do is we can say, hey, 3, of course, that's not what this helper section is teaching you, but I'm going to teach you anyways because this is much faster. Because 3 has an invisible 1 at the bottom. 3 is same as 3 over 1. And then what we have here, it's 3 over 1 times 2 over 5. And well, when you have two fractions multiplied to each other, you multiply the numerators together. 3 times 2 is 6. And 1 times 5 is 5. Isn't that the same that we have? As exactly, which is 1 and 1/5 in the simplest form. So don't forget that you can do this, but if you have something that's in, let's say this number was 100, we're not going to write this 100 times. Silly. Let's just write it more advanced version of it, okay? All right, so again, 7 times 3/4, that means you have 7 3/4 added together, right? And when you do that, you'll end up with basically having this. 7 times 3, my favorite multiplication, and 1 times 4 is 4. So when you add all those 7 3's together, you'll end up with 21 over 4. Well, it's an improper fraction. We're not going to leave it like that. 21 divided by 4 is 5 with a remainder 1. And that is our answer. All right, let's go to number 3. Again, what we're gonna do is convert this by 5 into 5 over 1. We're gonna multiply it 5 over 6, and when we do that, we get 5 times 5 is 25, and 1 times 6 is 6. What can we do? Can we simplify it? No, but we have to turn it into a mixed number, right? 25 divided by 6 is 4 times, and there'll be 1 remainder. So ta-da! That's our answer. Cool? Let's go to the next one. Let's do the same thing. So we have to do 2 times 8, right? Which will turn into 16, and denominator does not change. See, I'm skipping this one step because it's pretty straightforward. This times that, and that's it. So hey, wait a minute. I can simplify this before even turning into a mixed number, right? They both divide by 2 because both of them are even numbers, right? 16 divided by 2 is 8, and 10 divided by 2 is 5. Now I can turn it into a mixed number. 5 goes into 8 only once, and there's a remainder of 3. And that, my friends, is the final answer. All right, let's do this. 8 times 3 is 24 over 10. Yes? Or if you want, you can always keep that 1 in there, so you can this times that and this times that. There you go. Oh, look at this. Even numbers. I like even numbers. They all divide by 2. 24 divided by 2 is 12. 10 divided by 2 is 5. Can I simplify this any further? Nope, I can't. 5 goes into 12 twice, and there's a remainder of 2. right? Because 5 times 2 is 10 plus 2 is 12. There you go. That's always check yourself. And in here, 5 times 1 is 5 plus 3 is 8. There you go. All right, again, we're going to keep in mind there's an imaginary 1 in there, or invisible, not imaginary. 6 times 5 is 30. 1 times 8 is 8. Hey, wait a minute. Even numbers. All even numbers divided by 2. Now it turns into 15 over 4. 4 goes into 15 how many times? 3 times. 3 times 4 is 12. That means the remainder will be 3, right? Let's check. 4 times 3, 12. Plus 3 more, 15. That's it. We did good. Okay. Isn't this fun? Yeah, let's not waste time. Let's go to the next page and do even more fun stuff in there. If you would like to get help with the rest of the problems in this lesson and every single lesson in 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade math, please visit us at my-homeworkclub.com or simply click the link in